Welcome to another video from Demystifying Proposals, making proposals make sense. In this video, we're going to talk about bad red teams or another proposal disaster that might happen to you. This is the third in our series. We hope you learn some lessons from it. These are the things that can happen when red team goes well. If capture has been performed well and pink team was effective, then red team should be what it's meant to be, a chance to review the almost complete proposal with all of the meat on the bones. Reviewers should be the same as at pink team. Be sure to prepare the reviewers for anything the proposal team chooses not to implement from pink team. Otherwise, you might get the same comments again, and sometimes you'll get a disgruntled reviewer because of that. And a reminder that as the proposal manager, you should have been reviewing the draft content and offering guidance to the authors along the way so that your red team document is as complete as possible. You should use the debrief slides from the reviewers to lead the debrief discussion. You lead the discussion to try and deconflict suggestions with the entire review team, but do not allow the debrief to devolve too far. Table detailed discussions for another time, and then be sure to set up that meeting right away. Remind authors that they can ask clarifying questions of the reviewers, but not to argue with the reviewers' points, right? We're just going to review, we're going to listen, we're going to figure out what to do afterwards. And thank the reviewers for their time and insights. In a perfect world, the comments at Red Team help improve the content, but not completely derail the process. Sometimes the comments are extensive, but fair. But sometimes the red team goes badly. The pink team recovery wasn't thorough enough. You should be monitoring for this, but things happen. Or the reviewers have a different idea about the solution. And hopefully this came up at pink team, but sometimes the first time the solution is fully baked is at red team. Or sometimes the reviewer who made a suggestion at pink team, which the proposal team agreed not to implement, just won't give it up. And sometimes you have a new reviewer, perhaps because someone wasn't available from your pink team reviewers, or because someone new wanted to be involved, and maybe that person has a completely different idea of what the solution should be. And sometimes you have two reviewers who just feel completely differently about what the solution should be. One possible solution, if the pink team recovery just wasn't sufficient, so your proposal team either didn't have the bandwidth to get to everything, or the changes were very extensive, or the changes required rethinking the entire solution, as the schedule allows, it may be necessary to hold a second red team or a quote unquote magenta team. Use the same process as for red team, monitoring content frequently. Make sure the reviewers are prepped as to what can and cannot be done about the content and the solution at this point. Sometimes reviewers, as we all know, want the world. Hold the magenta team as quickly as possible while giving authors as much time as possible to get the content into shape. And be sure business development leadership, the proposal operations manager or director, the chief growth officer, capture managers, are apprised of the situation and prepared to help as needed. Another possible solution, if you have that one reviewer who just won't let go of their idea and you can't ignore them because they're senior or maybe even your boss, or if two reviewers just completely disagree on the solution, or even one reviewer who just won't let it go, talk to the capture manager and the proposed program manager, if there is one, to discuss how to resolve the impasse and possibly escalate the problem to higher levels of the company to break the logjam. But this is also why it's important to be sure to have briefed the reviewers in advance on your capture strategy, which hopefully is aligned to your solution, and to have an advocate in senior management who will be able to talk peer-to-peer with the reviewers. Thank you for your time. And as always, if you have any suggestions for future content or for changing this content, please let us know in the comments.